What if one fighter could combine the balance of a karate master, the precision of a national boxing champion, and the creativity of a video game character? That's exactly why fight fans can't stop talking about Mona Kimura. Some people call her the future of Japanese kickboxing. Others compare her to the legendary Chun-Li because of her incredible kicking game. But here's what's even more impressive. Despite stepping into professional kickboxing after years of boxing, Mona Kimura has remained undefeated, defeating experienced veterans and champions while developing one of the most unique fighting styles in the sport today. The scary part? She seems to be getting better every single fight. Today, we're taking a look at the incredible rise of Mona Kimura, how she became one of the fastest rising stars in kickboxing, and why many believe championship gold is only a matter of time. Let's get into it. Long before fans knew her name, long before knockout victories and packed arenas, Mona Kimura was already building the foundation that would eventually make her so difficult to beat. Born on April 12, 2001, in Gifu, Japan, Kimura began training in karate when she was only 4 years old. Most children at that age are learning how to ride a bicycle. Mona was already learning discipline, balance, and timing. Those early years would shape everything that came later. Her talent became obvious almost immediately. As she progressed through the junior ranks, Kimura dominated youth karate competitions, winning an incredible 7 consecutive national championships before reaching high school. Winning 1 national title is impressive. Winning 7 in a row? That's the kind of consistency very few athletes ever achieve. But Kimura wasn't satisfied with mastering just one combat sport. While continuing karate, she also discovered boxing. By the 4th grade, she was training with her hands just as seriously as she trained with her legs. That decision completely changed her future. Instead of choosing between karate and boxing, she mastered both. Years later, that unique combination would become her biggest advantage inside the ring. Her boxing career was just as successful. At only 18 years old, Kimura became a Japanese national boxing champion. Not long afterward, she earned the opportunity to represent Japan at the 2022 IBA Women's World Boxing Championships. Competing at the international level is something most fighters only dream about. For Kimura, it became another stepping stone. Then came the decision that surprised almost everyone. Despite already reaching elite status in boxing, Kimura decided to start over in professional kickboxing. Many wondered why. Why leave behind years of success? Why risk everything in another sport? The answer became obvious the moment fans watched her compete. In 2024, Kimura officially signed with the prestigious Cross Times Over Crush kickboxing scene, bringing with her a style unlike anything fans had seen. She wasn't simply a boxer learning to kick, nor was she simply a karate fighter learning to punch. She blended both worlds together, and suddenly, people started making an interesting comparison. Fight fans began calling her the real-life Chun-Li, not because of a costume, not because of a nickname, but because of the way she fights. Her kicks aren't occasional weapons. They're the foundation of everything she does. She uses side kicks, front kicks, and body kicks, almost like a boxer uses a jab. They're constantly measuring distance, interrupting attacks, breaking rhythm, and forcing opponents exactly where she wants them. That incredible kicking ability actually began during childhood. According to Kimura, her parents often made her stand on one leg for long periods while growing up. It sounds simple, but those balance drills created extraordinary stability. Today, that balance allows her to throw kicks from awkward angles while staying perfectly composed. Even experienced opponents struggle to read them. Then came November 16, 2024. Professional debut. Huge expectations. Thousands watching. Would her unusual style actually work against experienced kickboxers? She answered that question almost immediately. Standing across the ring was Ai Ogiwara. Interestingly, Kimura didn't begin by throwing endless kicks. Instead, she established her boxing first. Sharp jabs, quick movement, calm footwork. Then came her first major mistake. She committed to a kick, Ogiwara caught it, and dumped her onto the canvas. For many rookies, that moment could completely destroy their confidence. Not Mona. She popped right back up as if nothing had happened. No frustration, no panic, no hesitation. That alone told everyone something important. This fighter was mentally different. Moments later, everything changed. Kimura escaped the clinch and immediately regained control. She landed a perfectly timed left straight that dropped Ogiwara hard. The crowd erupted, but she wasn't finished. After Ogiwara beat the count, Kimura calmly walked forward again. Another exchange, another opening. Then came a devastating right hook. The referee had seen enough. Less than 2 minutes into her professional career, Mona Kimura had already earned her first knockout victory. It couldn't have been a more dramatic debut. Most fighters need several bouts before they find confidence. Kimura looked comfortable immediately. That confidence carried straight into her second professional fight. This time, she faced Yuka. From the opening seconds, the difference in striking variety became obvious. Head kicks, body kicks, side kicks, front kicks. Every attack seemed to come from a different angle. Yuka repeatedly tried to close the distance. Every time, Kimura shut the door. If kicks kept Yuka outside, her boxing punished her inside. There simply wasn't a safe place to stand. To Yuka's credit, she managed to land several clean punches during the fight. But Kimura barely seemed affected. Rather than backing away, she answered immediately. Every successful attack from Yuka was met with 2 or 3 strikes in return. That ability to instantly regain control has become one of Mona's greatest strengths. She never allows opponents to build momentum. After 3 competitive rounds, the judges awarded Kimura a unanimous decision victory. She was now 2-0. People were beginning to notice. But her next challenge would prove much tougher. Veteran Satoko Ozawa had spent years competing in Japan's kickboxing scene. Experience, patience, ring IQ. She possessed all the qualities young prospects usually struggle against. Yet Kimura made the fight look surprisingly one-sided. From the opening bell, she attacked from every angle imaginable. Straight punches, hooks, body kicks, sharp front kicks. Ozawa simply couldn't establish any rhythm. By the end of round 1, visible damage had already begun to appear. Cuts, bruising, constant pressure. Every exchange favored Kimura. Round 2 became even more difficult. Kimura increased the pace. She fired combinations without giving Ozawa opportunities to respond. The cut reopened. The ringside doctor examined the injury. After another evaluation, the fight was stopped. Technical knockout. 3 professional fights. 3 impressive victories. Still undefeated. At this point, fans weren't asking if Mona Kimura was talented. They were asking how far she could go. The answer would begin arriving in April 2026. Kimura made her long-awaited K1 debut against South Korean champion Choi Eun-gi. This represented her biggest challenge yet. Unlike previous opponents, Choi arrived with championship experience and a detailed game plan. She understood Kimura's kicking style, or at least, she thought she did. From the opening round, Kimura completely changed her rhythm. She constantly bounced in and out of range, sometimes attacking with side kicks, other times suddenly switching to boxing combinations, then returning to kicks before Choi could react. The commentators couldn't stop praising her movement. One analyst even compared her style to legendary kickboxers famous for controlling entire fights with one lead leg. High praise, and Kimura continued proving it deserved. Choi repeatedly tried to pressure forward, but every attempt ended the same way. A side kick, a front kick, a clean straight punch. Every entry became another scoring opportunity for Kimura. By the 3rd round, frustration was clearly beginning to show. Despite making adjustments, Choi still couldn't consistently solve the puzzle. When the final bell sounded, the judges unanimously awarded Kimura the victory. 4 fights, 4 wins, a successful K1 debut, and another statement performance. What makes Mona Kimura so exciting isn't simply that she's undefeated, it's how she's winning. Every fight reveals something new: sharper boxing, smarter movement, more creative kicking, better timing. She doesn't look like someone who has reached her ceiling. She looks like someone who's only beginning to discover it. That's why so many fans believe championship opportunities aren't far away. She already owns the credentials. She already possesses elite striking skills. She already has the confidence. Now she simply needs more experience against top contenders. If her current rate of improvement continues, the rest of the division may have a serious problem. So what do you think? Is Mona Kimura already the most exciting rising star in kickboxing? Can her unique kicking style carry her all the way to championship gold? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like the video, subscribe to Mona Kimura Ringside, and turn on notifications for more fight analysis, career stories, and the latest updates from the world of combat sports. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.